going to record it for Chelsea anyway. So, hello everybody. So my name's Donna, and I am an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne International. So, Fiona, lovely Fiona, is going to talk to you a little bit about the business. I'm kind of just introducing everybody. I do want to share sort of Chelsea's story as well, just very quickly, because Chelsea unfortunately is stuck in hospital with Matt at the moment, who's not very well. So she was hoping to get on, but I'm not sure what the signal's going to be like there. Just a little bit about me. So I come from a corporate background, have been in hospitality for 25 years now, maybe nearly 26 actually, where I have never really had an issue from a financial perspective, but have been really lacking from a time freedom point of view. So have missed out on a lot of things in my life. You know, never ever, probably from the age of about 18, worked between sort of like 70 and 90 hours a week. That's kind of like my average working week. And obviously very unsociable hours. So once I'm in the business, it's not, I haven't got that ability to kind of just get up and go if I need to give up my time for, you know, like family or friends. It's not the easiest thing to be able to do, because once I'm in work and I'm kind of stuck there. So when this business opportunity was first given to me, I was one of those people that literally listened to it, thought it was an amazing opportunity, but then just straight away just said, I literally do not have time for this. So anybody that's got a really busy lifestyle, I totally get it, but please just be open-minded and listen to what Fiona has to say with regard to the business, because you do find that you are able to make time. So from Chelsea's point of view, and she just wanted me to kind of tell you sort of like her reason for coming into the business with myself when I actually spoke to her about it. Obviously I have been using the products for a long time before I started the business myself, and that was kind of another reason why I actually jumped on board, because I was so passionate about the products. And again, Fiona will give you a bit more info. So I was able to let Chelsea try some of the products first, before really speaking to her about the business opportunity. But Chelsea's decision to come on board was based very similar to mine, really, although she's done it the right way around, because obviously with Perry being so young, I've kind of waited till my kids are older to do this. But Chelsea has made that decision. Now she's on maternity leave, and now she has a beautiful baby Perry, that she does not want to miss out on a second of Perry's life. So she doesn't want to return to work full time. She wants to be able to have that freedom to spend with Matt and Perry, and she doesn't want to miss out on those opportunities. So I think what she was saying to me before was, I don't know if any of you have seen the advert on where there's a lady on a bus, and she gets a message through on her phone, and it's like her child taking like their very, very first steps. I'm not sure if you've seen it. And Chelsea doesn't want to be that person. She doesn't want to be that mum that sees all of those things that are happening to sort of Perry, you know, missing her first steps, missing the first time that she does a show at nursery. She wants to be present. So that is Chelsea's reasoning. I'm going to pass you over to Fiona, just because I'm a bit conscious of time, who's just going to spend sort of like 15-20 minutes just talking to you about the business opportunity itself. As I say, just be really, really open-minded. It may be something that you think may not be a fit for you, but also it may be something that you think would be perfect for somebody that you know. So just take it on board, be really open-minded about it, and I'll pass it over to Fiona, who will introduce herself.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Oh, it's lovely. Lovely to meet you. Thank you for that introduction. Okay, so gosh, it's it's funny how when you make a decision, it can impact your life forever. And sometimes we're not thoroughly, you don't know what you don't know. And so a lot of us, we're doing things in life, and if you're finding that that's not what you feel is right, and I always say your compass, your guide is your gut feeling. If it feels good, it is good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if something starts to feel out of sync, you know, we do get to write our own paycheck. We do get to control our future. We do get to make choices and decisions. That's better choices and decisions for ourselves and our families. So if you're feeling you're not quite right, there's something missing, then that's because there is something missing. And I do believe that most people are looking for that, and they don't know what that is. They just know that they're not happy where they are. But I feel like sometimes you think, well, is this it? Like, surely there must be more meaning. Like, I must, you know, I've read these books. When we read, when we're little, we it's about princesses and heroes and heroines, and, you know, it's all that kind of, like, you know, we have these fairy tale romances, and, you know, life is always turning out the best version. You know, we marry that, you know, whatever that is. But that's, you know, the books and how we're led to believe that life can be as a child. We're not afraid of the word no. We play on our own, you know, we interact with other children, but actually we're very independent. We know what we like and we know what we don't like. And nobody kind of stops us. And then somewhere in that middle part of life, you start to get afraid of the word no. You start to feel like you need to fit in. You start to follow people, whether that's the people you want, the right or the wrong people you're following, it doesn't matter. It becomes important to do things that everybody else is doing so you fit in. And then you get to a point where Arbonne, and I really feel this company is a gift, the business is a gift. It comes to you when you are looking. However, they do say 3 huge opportunities come at any one time in your life. And if you're not open and ready, your head is down, too busy buried in your problems, you won't be aware of them and they can pass you by. So this is one of those gifts. And it's up to you to take it with both hands and change that feeling inside of you, that state of mind, that whatever it is that's saying, there must be more. Like, surely I want to be at home with my children. I want to decide, you know, if this feels good, and do and follow that path that is right for me. So what is that path? So I started Arbonne 11 years ago last month. And we always talk about where we came from. So I used to be in the military, and I was, a long time ago, I served for 8 years, and it was okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these people who can sit in front of an office, like in an office in front of a computer. That just kills my creative style. I'm very competitive. I like doing things different every day. I don't want every day to be the same. I like the travel. I like the friendship. I like the, you know, I like all of that was very stimulating for me, and I needed that in my life, and I enjoyed that when I was young. But then I had a family, and it is not a place to bring up your children. And so I went to the States when I was 34 years old, and I was introduced to this business by a stranger around the pool. She was an American. I was in North Carolina, and she knew that Arbonne was coming to the UK. Now, when she spoke to me initially about this business, I like you probably on this call, I'd never heard of Arbonne. I'd never heard of network marketing. I'd never heard of that, you know, linear V, you know, an asset income stream. This was all like taboo words for me, you know, but for me, it felt right. And that's really, at the time, was a feeling of belief to go on. And there was something different about what she had to say, and it appealed to me. You know, it appealed that I could be my own boss. It appealed that I get to choose my hours, how I work, who I work with, where I work. And I've actually been unemployable for 11 years. I do this full time. I did from day one. And I know that's not for everybody. And some people, you know, well, most people, majority in our team, start this as a plan B. So they've already got a plan A, like Donna has, you know. However, this is something that they can build up alongside what they're doing, that's going to give them that income stream that shows how they can work smarter, not harder. And I'm going to talk about linear and asset income stream in a minute. But so for me, I jumped in. And like I said, for the last 11 years, I've never missed a school sports day. My girls were 2 and 4. They're now 15 and 13. I'm a single mom. And I literally got to the top of the company as an executive national vice president with an incredible team. So proud of my team. But just remember, before this, when I started this business, you know, being the first UK Arbonne consultant, there was no success in the UK. There was no evidence of people driving white Mercedes. It was a feeling state. And that was enough for me. Okay, I knew I was coachable. I knew I was a grafter. I knew I could work. I knew that I was, you know, I would follow. I'd be the best follower to be the best leader. But I also knew that this business gave me choices. It got me free of the radicals, gluten-free, free of the 9 to 5, free of that hamster wheel that is keeping people unhappy and unable to break away from the shackles and the strains and the stress. If you have a job that you go to every day, 70 hours a week, whatever, to make ends meet, to pay your bills, it's called stress. Okay? If you do something you love, it's called passion. I will never, ever work a day in my life in Arbonne because I absolutely love. We get to be entrepreneurs. And what does that mean? What's an entrepreneur? What do we really do? Okay? Because if you were to befriend me on Facebook tonight, and you're more than welcome, you would see a life by design. You would see that I was in Jamaica 4 weeks ago. You would see that I was in the Ritz on Monday night in a private room, and then stayed in a hotel. You would see that I was in, talking on stage this year in Arizona and GTC and where else have I talked on stage? In Birmingham. And, you know, I was at a car presentation on Sunday night, the 8th white Mercedes in our car, in our team. You would just literally look like, this girl doesn't work. Like, what? This is not real. Like, all she's doing is getting dressed up, drinking Prosecco, out there, showing, you know, living a life by design. But let me get serious about this business. Okay, for a start. This is a real business. And if you are willing and hungry to change your life, it will change your life forever. There is nothing else out there. And in 11 years of doing this business, if I said to anyone, show me something that is better than Arbonne, and no one has come back to me with something better than this business model. Okay, so what is Arbonne? Okay, so what is network marketing? So we have 2 strings to our bow. We have products. It makes us legal. We're members of the Direct Selling Association, and all of us, it makes this business simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but it means all of us can do this. We don't have to have a degree in psychology. All we need to do is follow the basic simple plan. And what is that? Okay, number 1, we're using products that are incredible. So there is a Swiss company. Our founder, Peter Mork, started this business 38 years ago. So number 1, if you're thinking of a business, you want to join something that's been around for a long time. Okay, we're 39 years old next month. So we are in 7 countries. Okay, so we are not saturated. There's so many countries in the world, and I love the fact that we are in the top 20 direct selling companies, but the other 19 companies are already in 65 plus countries, and we are only in 6, we're in 7, but 6 countries. Okay, that is incredible, guys. So the fact that we have not gone out there, we haven't saturated, you know, most people don't know what Arbonne is, that we're Swiss heritage, that the products are vegan, they're never tested on animals, there's no sodium lauryl sulfate, no parabens, no, you know, none of these, you know, synthetics that are actually damaging people's health from day one. Okay, so early in the 70s, when it's all about the profit margin, and what was happening, the government was making decisions at the manufacture stage of what to put in the products to make those pennies, you know, go longer. So they were all about cutting back on the ingredients so they can make a bigger profit margin when the consumer, you, bought that product and picked that off of the shelf. Okay, so we call it pennies in the pot and pounds in advertising. And what I mean by that is you're paying for the process of taking the product to market. So we see in pictures, so hold on a minute, I'm just going to grab my presentation so you have a little bit of an idea. Okay, so what you got here is a traditional retail. Now, before I started Arbonne, I never really thought about that process. If I went to Body Shop and picked up a shampoo, I hadn't thought about the work behind or the decisions or even the ingredients going into that shampoo. I kind of, back then I thought, well, Body Shop is kind of, you know, Anita Roddick had a whole vegan, animal-free cruelty, you know, and so that was the ethos and the ethics and the ethos that I wanted to buy into at the time. Unfortunately, that is not true with her anymore. She's died, and Body Shop is now owned by L'Oreal. So it's not what it was. But back then, I thought that I'm going to make healthier options for myself. So, but I never thought about what happens. So the products are manufactured. This is where the government makes the decisions of what goes into your products. It then goes on to the wholesaler, the warehouser, where the problem with the synthetic preservatives is that they're carcinogenic. They mimic estrogen, and we donated £10,500 to the UK cancer charity Look Good Feel Great. Okay, so people going through chemo, until that happened, the Macmillan nurse would give you a list of toxins and chemicals to avoid in your products, and parabens would be number one. Now, we have had no parabens for 38 years. Marks and Spencer is doing an advert on TV talking about doing going a neutral carbon footprint. We've been like that for 38 years. They're promising their customers they'll be a neutral in 2 years. We've been like that for 38 years. Okay, so we are way ahead of the time. And then it obviously goes on to the sales force, which most of the money is spent, pennies in the pot, pounds in advertising, for you as a consumer to go buy that product. Okay, a famous actor, an actress, a model, a singer, they are selling the product for the company, and they're being paid thousands and thousands of pounds. It's £70,000 for a primetime TV advert. And then eventually onto the retailer, and you pick that off the shelf. So you're paying for all of the process, the man driving the lorry, the overhead lighting, the person selling the product or not, the pretty looking product. Have you ever wiped dust off your product on a shelf? And then on to the consumer. So Arbonne, we miss out the middleman. And if we do this word of mouth, it's free to talk. There are no overheads, guys. So you all have skin and hair. Every one of us. How many people do you know with skin and hair? So that's the next thing. Is the products, first of all, are we all using them? Yes. Okay. It's a simple, like I said, it's a simple business plan. And then guess what? Because we use them on a daily basis, they're consumable. So what that means is when they run out, we have to buy them again. So repeat orders. So in Arbonne, because of the high quality standards and the high ingredients, what's happening is when you're using our products, your body's getting healthier. You're getting rid of chemicals, you're getting rid of toxins. And we have an amazing health range as well, by the way. And I know Jade, who is Donna's sponsor, is massive, her team into the health and wellness. And, if we have time, you can get questions or go into that at the end. But just know that people are looking for healthier options out there. People are turning vegan. People are, living for longer and getting sicker and looking for healthy alternatives out there in the marketplace. And the fact that we have no wheat or gluten in our products, that if you're lactose intolerant, there's no milk, the fact that I've helped over 360 babies with eczema. Okay, this stuff works. So guess what? Is there a marketplace demand? Yes. Everyone has got skin and hair. 2, is it consumable? Does it run out? Do you get repeat sales? Do people need it? Yes. Why choose Arbonne? Okay, because we have been vegan. We've never tested animals from day one. And because we work. You can get a rose petal and rub it on your skin, but unless you have green science to match, the botanical, the plant-based products that we use, you're not going to get an optimum result. And we give results, okay? We clinical trial test our products. We outsource this testing. It's not in-house. And Stephen Schwartz is a tester in New York, said that our products could be pharmaceutical. Okay, that's how incredible they are. So we're talking back to Mother Nature. So they're working on people. So for, helping eczema, adult rosacea, acne, and people health, oh my goodness, cellular cleansing is huge. And people are getting these incredible results because we're stripping them away of toxins and chemicals. And they want more. They want to buy more. They're feeling better. They're looking better. Their skin is healthier. They're glowing. And they're thinking better. They're clearer with the mind health. So then what next? Okay, so they're using them, they repeat buying them. Where do they buy the products? Online, okay? 2008, internet sales beat retail sales. So everyone's buying online. So you don't physically have to be there selling the product. We don't deal the money, we don't deal the delivery, and we don't deal with the products. We do not front load. So people will trial the products on your recommendation. You can't go online and buy these products anyway. You have to go through recommendation of a consultant. We need to know your skin type. We need to know what is the best product for you. So we are your in-between from talking to people in the public, whether it be, Facebook, whether it be in person. We're the middleman from our shop online to give you the best recommendation. So that shop is 24/7, by the way. I'm going to come on to that asset income in a minute. but you're the middleman. So we're out there sharing these products, helping people to be educated consumers and to have smarter decisions on what they're putting in and on their body. Okay, so once you know, you start to understand what's going on, you can't help but want to make smarter choices for you and your family. So we then show people how they can shop online. Okay, so if you've done that recommendation selling products, people are going to repeat orders because the products are doing something. So you're getting paid again and again on one recommendation. Okay, that's really core, because it's not you having to every time be in front of that person. They can go online all by themselves, and like I said, it's 24/7. They place an order and you're on your job. So let's say Donna today has been working, okay, and she has 5 people that she spoke to about the products that absolutely loved the products, that she signed up as a preferred client. I'll talk about that in a minute. And they've run out the product and they've gone online on their own. They've placed the order. It's getting delivered to the house. And Donna gets paid a commission on her recommendation of the products. So she's getting paid her, yay, she's getting paid her job that she's doing right now. But this is a plan B, is starting to build up, because the more people she speaks to, the more that she's got the opportunity for people to trial the products and then want to buy the products and then become loyal consumers with the products, because we give free gifts and we give discounts and we totally lavish our consumers and really look after them. Okay, so that's one side. The other side is where it's a business. Okay, so like anything, you're a team of one and you talk to people not just about the products, but about the business. Okay, so people join this business for different reasons. The business is truly where you're going to build an asset. So what I mean by that is, so right now, Donna is a team of one. She goes to a job, she works an hour, she gets paid an hour. She works an hour, she gets paid an hour. Guess what? She works an hour and she gets paid an hour. She is one person with so many hours in a day. Okay, and that's fine. And most people, that is what 96% of the population do. We are taught to go to school, college, university, and to get into a job. Okay, we're not taught to go to school and then become an entrepreneur, philanthropist. Okay, so she's in her job. The only problem with this is there's only so many hours in a day, days in a week, weeks in a month, months in a year, paychecks in a lifetime, and she's capped on her physical ability to trade time for money. She cannot work any more than one man band than she can work. All right, and that's what most of us are doing. So we're getting paid a salary every single month, and we're going to get pension after 40 odd years, 40% of our earnings, which amounts to not even £400 a month. Okay, and we need to be we should be happy with that. Well, that's not the way I roll. Okay, the network marketing is the smartest plan out there. Like I've said, nobody's come back to me in 11 years and said this is better. Okay, there is no better way. So and I will say as well, just touching on this, that the average income of a woman is £24,000 a year, but the average earnings of a woman is £50 a month because of childcare. If you're going to work and you have children, childcare, that's what you're looking at. Okay, so let's make our life work around, our business work around our life rather than our life work around our job. And how do we do that? Okay, so now we have these products. But also there are other people I know, because if I said to you, did you earn all the money that you wanted to last year? Or did you manage to have the time to take all the holidays you wanted to last year? Most people do not have that opportunity. Okay, so now instead of you trading time for money, work an hour, get paid an hour on an hourly rate, I'm going to show you how you can work an hour and get paid for however many hours, let's say for 110 hours a week that you physically cannot do working part-time. Okay, and how does this work? So I have 10 people on my team and they're doing this plan B. Okay, and what that means is they're working Arbonne in the nooks and crannies. Okay, so they have the job in the day or night and they're doing Arbonne, in those snippets. Okay, if they're working 10 hours a week, okay, and I'm working 10 hours a week, and like I said, I've got 10 people working 10 hours a week and I'm working 10 hours a week, I'm getting paid on 110 hours a week, but I'm only physically working 10. So now I'm earning an override on the efforts of the people on my team, the people who I'm mentoring, coaching, showing how they too can have what I have, because you can all have what I have. I was a soldier. I didn't go to college or university, but I certainly had the will to learn and had the desire to have something better in my life than I could ever had in a job working somebody else's dreams 9 to 5 and being capped in my income stream. This is a glass house, guys. And what I mean by that is there's no cap on the amount of money you can earn in this business. So guess what? All of a sudden, what if I had 4,500 people in my team working all different hours a week and I got paid on their efforts? Now I'm making time work for me, okay? And I'm making money work for me because they're working and I'm helping them and coaching them to find other people who help other people. Now, because this business model is fair, you can promote above people. So you don't come in and stay where you are. If you work, you get to promote. So I have a girl who's direct to me at the top level of the company. She was 12 people down when I first met her in my organization, in my success line, and she's now beside me at the top of the company. And in fact, Donna, how long have I got left, by the way? 10 minutes. Okay. So in fact, Danny was on benefits. So when this business model first came to her, she could not afford the startup fee. At that time, it was £56. That was it. Okay. Let alone buy products for herself and her family and share with people. But she had a will. When there's a will, there's a way. We've heard that before. She took that leap of faith. She really had nothing to lose. It took her 4 years to get the top of the company. Her paycheck last month was over £10,000. Her life has changed forever. So you now have the ability not just to change your own life, but to change many, 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 many people who you have never even met yet. Okay, I have a team in Australia and New Zealand. I don't know who they are. I've never met them, but somebody in my organization knows them and they know somebody. It's not about who you know, it's about who you don't know. And I actually get paid when I'm sleeping because I've had 24/7 open shop. Okay, that is smart, guys. Okay, and all I need is, a phone, a laptop, a voice, a vision, a desire, and a willingness. And this business is going to open doors like you wouldn't believe. And when you hang out with Arbonne people, when you watch the presentation, like this, Donna was to send you another presentation or a video, you're going to see the quality and standard of these people. And it looks like it's like a different world. It's like we're not in the real world. And guess what? We are not in the real world. We're not struggling, okay, to make ends meet anymore. We're showing people that they too can have choices and they can be valued in life. And our team the culture is such that it's not 25 people or 250 people going for one position. Okay, all of us can get to the top of the company together. My job is to help Donna and Jade and all of our team to get to the top of the company. How cool is that? Nobody puts anybody down. Okay, we all lift each other up because the more successful Donna is, guess what? The more successful I am. And why don't we both have success? Like, why not? Is it just for the limited people? Absolutely no way. So I'm just going to explain a bit more about linear and asset income stream. So basically, linear income stream. So the biggest thing about network marketing, you're going to have to get out of the job mentality, the salary, the once a month, because you will do a lot for a little at the beginning, but you've got to understand what the payoff will be in the next 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years is extraordinary. Okay, we say we're ordinary people, but we're creating extraordinary results in our life. So if you're in a job, trading that time for money, it's called linear income. So you're capped, okay? Like I said, working an hour, get paid an hour. Even if you go self-employed and you're still at one-man band, so if you're an accountant, a mobile hairdresser, a painter and decorator, let's say you break your arm as a painter and decorator and you cannot work, well, you have no income coming into your bank for the next 6 weeks. And what is your savings account looking like? Because most people, they're not earning enough money in their job to match the raise in the economy. Okay, food is getting more expensive, petrol's going up, the price of living, the standard of life is going up, and your wage or income is not matching that. Scary, right? And that's why more people are becoming sick because of all the over-processed foods, the rubbish out there, but also because of stress. Stress is the #1 cause of sickness. Okay, because they're worried how they're going to make ends meet. They can't do that holiday. It's just, they give up on their dreams. Okay, so that's still we call that the wage system, whether you're an employee situation, or one-man band, self-employed. But take yourself over to the next level. And we call this in a profit system. So this is an entrepreneur. This is where you're creating your future. You're writing your own paycheck. You get to speak. The more people you speak to and share the business and products with, the more ability you have to build a team, to have customer bases who buy off you regularly online, and you keep plugging in, turning up on the coaching calls, and being around people who are having the life that you desire, because you too will have it. I promise you that. So I'm just going to talk about earnings. A sip of water. Because if it's a business, let's treat this like a business from day one. It's not a hobby. A hobby can get quite expensive. You can pay into a hobby and then you only get paid like a hobby. So we're looking to make a real difference to you and building a wall of financial security around you and your family that nobody can break down. I'm a single mom, okay? So nobody is paying my bills. Nobody, is going to bail me out. I don't need anybody. I have myself, and I have this business called Arbonne. All right, so let me tell you how much the earnings go through. So there's only 4 levels of Arbonne. We all start off as a consultant, okay? 35% discount. It's £30 to start that business, and then you do need to buy products, because you need to give products for people to trial, and you need to start using your own products. That's the best way to learn about these skincare products and the health and wellness range and the shampoo and all of that too. Okay, so I'm an independent consultant. You can get paid hands-on money straight away as well by following the steps, okay? The successful system that's already in place. You can start earn and learn at the same time. So we're not saying go and pay all this money out. You're going to invest in your future, okay? Follow the leader. They see something amazing in you. Whoever is brought you on this call tonight sees your potential, okay? And that's exciting, because you too can start building this business. Okay, so first, the biggest thing then we're going to go is to promote to district manager. That's level 1. A district manager, so not only are you earning an 8% override, so you're always going to get 35% discount on your products, and you can sell those products at SRP, which is suggested retail price, so full range, or you can offer everyone discount, okay? And then also you're going to have people who are going to say, I would like to have the opportunity in life that you have. Yes, I could do with an extra £500 a month. And that's the average income at a district manager level, okay? Between £300 to £800 a month. So let's say you are now a district manager in Arbonne, and I help people get there when they join my business in roughly 2 months, because we are creating a business, okay? We're not playing small. I'm lifting the vision, the cap of the mind, and making them start to already, trust the process and start to see and feel bigger. So for £500 a month, what could that mean to you? Okay, is that 4 minutes, Donna? Yeah, okay, thanks, Trudy. Three. A holiday. If your annual income is £50,000 a year, and you become a district manager in Arbonne, your average income is £500 a month. You've just given yourself a 10% pay rise. You will not get that out there, okay? And Arbonne pays you 8% when you buy your own products. Area manager is Willable, the next level, level 2. Average income here is about £1,500 a month, okay? Still a plan B, part-time. And like I said, it's Willable. So for now and 7 generations, when I die, this business will carry on. 3rd level is regional vice president, average income £5,000 a month. We get a white Mercedes from Arbonne. You get Tiffany on your Christmas, sorry. You get flowers on your birthday, gifts, amazing. And then the top level average income is £13,000 a month. Whereas now I'm direct to Susan, who's on $100,000 a month. It sounds crazy, but I was a soldier who had a dream, and I kept going, and I haven't given up, and I'll never stop, because I've got more people to help, more lives to change, and more hearts to love more, because people can have more. If you want more, to become more, to have more, you've got to start this business, because this is going with or without you. 80% of the wealthiest women in the world do what? Network marketing, because it works. Anyway, I'm done, Donna. Oh, just before we run out of time, shall I go back to you?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. I've just unmuted myself. So thank you, Fiona. Thank you so much, because well, Chelsea just said thank you so much for your time. Amanda says it's almost too good to be true. It does sound like that. It does sound like that, but it is anything is possible. That's the one thing that I've learned from this business. Absolutely anything is possible, and it has changed my life so dramatically, not just from a business perspective, but just from the people that I've met and the support that you receive. I genuinely don't believe there's a company out there, even in a network marketing company, because I know a few people that have worked with different ones, and I genuinely, and I think Chelsea can back me up with this, genuinely don't believe there is another company that has the ethos and the support, you know, and things like that. So, you know, like extremely grateful to you, Fiona, for coming on tonight, and stepping in for Jade. What we're going to do is we are going to send out another message afterwards, because obviously we are really short for time. We'll send out another message to you, to everybody that's been on. Alice had to go off on a call because she is a paramedic, so that's why she dropped off. But I have recorded it, so I will send it out to her. But we will send out a message. If anyone's got any questions, if anyone wants to try any of the products, we can organise that through Chelsea and myself, and we'll get that sorted for you.